Better Kansas City with Alexis, Dave, Gary, Haley, Courtney, and Lisa.
When it comes to window treatments, one size does not fit all. We're back to talk to TAM Stone about the do's and don'ts in selecting and properly hanging window treatments, which is a task that's really overwhelming for so many people when they're trying to decorate their home.
Right.
So we're going to start with the do's.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we kind of went through in the first segment here and talked about the style of windows and layering and also selecting your fabrics. But now when you're coming into your room, you're going, okay, what exactly specifically should I do? If you have a very formal traditional house, you can go with a more formal drapery with cornices and jabots and actually go to that third layer. If you have a modern home, you want to keep your window treatments very simple and either have just stationary panels or maybe even just blinds or something like that. So keep consistent with the style of your home. That's one do, so don't try and fight it. Another one is when you're running through your room, you may have windows at different heights.
Oh yeah, and definitely in older homes, everything's different and asymmetrical.
And one of the things that you can do to create a cohesive look then is to actually have your window treatments all start at the same height, regardless of the window height within. So what that does is it allows your eye to look at the room as a uniform space instead of going...
What would you do, though, if there was extra window space at the top? You mean like cafe windows where they're all half?
No, you'd run it basically just right from your crown molding all the way down.
Oh, okay, okay.
So create that consistent line in the room. Yeah, I usually, rarely do you see half window treatments anymore. They usually don't start at the top of the window. Just go right up to below your crown molding and run all below and don't run it at the top of your window.
How do you know what fabric to pick?
Well, we kind of talked about that a little bit. A lot of times they're marked and you'll have something that will say that it's a drapery weight fabric or an upholstery weight fabric. You want to make sure that your fabrics are light enough, or if you do have heavy fabrics with inner lining like velvets, make sure that the hardware is installed by a professional and into your studs so that it doesn't pull out of the wall. Are
you able to use a fabric like velvet in a modern home? Because when I think velvet, I think of a Victorian or a real old 100-plus-year-old house.
No, and you think it was, all kinds of swags and everything.
Beautiful, ornate.
But no, if you do it in a very crisp, maybe a ripple fold effect, certainly you can use it. And you see velvet sofas and everything else. So it's just depends on what kind of style you want to bring in.
And then what about when it comes to energy efficiency? I know that a lot of people with children have blackout curtains. With children and people on the morning shift have blackout curtains, right?
Right.
And then you like the blackout curtains also because they're thermal and they keep your energy costs down. Is there a way to do that and still look stylish?
Of course, yeah. Virtually all blinds, that's going to be your first layer, and that's going to be the blind that fits within your window. So you want to make sure that you measure 3 different spaces, but then you can decide what kind of lining that has on it. It can have no lining whatsoever, but remember, you're going to see it from the outside of the house, or it could have a translucent lining or a blackout lining on it. And then if you put stationary panels on the side, it would cover any gap that's coming in from the sides, and it would be a beautiful complete window treatment then.
So tinfoil is out.
Tinfoil is out, and the double layers of whatever you have going on in your bedroom.
I remember doing that in my first job. Tinfoil my windows. My landlord did not like that. All right, TAM Stone, thank you very much.